Alright, howdy ho folks. Multiversal Medium here for another episode of Harvestella. Last episode, I believe we just looked for a kid in the woods or something. In a few weeks. I don't know, kid's probably fine. It's been weeks. Who cares? This episode, gosh, heck if I know. I think I loaded a save before we did the whole cooking nonsense of last episode as well. So, got to keep all those ingredients, which is nice, because I think last episode we found out cooking is not worth it whatsoever. Like, seriously, just not worth it. Not a viable means of making money. So yeah, let's just ship off all these carrots, onions, and cucumbers, I guess. Oh, well. Looks like, gosh, do I want to deal with the kids' nonsense? Not really, but I can start it, kind of like how I started the haunted house thing. Get back to it whenever I get back to it. Okay, Brett, what you got to say? Hein, do you have a minute? For you guys, I apparently have years and years. Sorry, I'm a little busy. Am I allowed to say no? Huh? Is that so? Why do you question it? I'm literally a farmer. I have a field right over there. You don't look busy. But busy my butt. You can't fool me. I see you walking around with nothing to do. Girl, I run a farm. What do you mean with nothing to do? Not only am I running a farm and, like, harvesting produce that everyone in your village apparently needs, I'm going into dungeons and killing monsters, which you guys apparently can't do. Seriously. Why let me say I'm busy if you're not going to accept it? They've been acting really weird today. Who? Who's been acting? It's not how you follow that situation. Girl, you need to give context. Like, yes, I know you're probably talking about your friends or whatever, but, like, that's not how you have a conversation. You don't say, hey, are you busy? Yeah, I'm busy. Busy? No, you're not. I see you walking around with nothing to do. They've been acting really weird recently. That's not how you follow those two sentences. That's not how you meld them. I asked them if they wanted to play together, but they made some funny excuses and then ran off. I bet you anything, this text box and the last text box are actually just follow-throughs of if I said the other dialogue option. That's why they don't feel right. Isn't that super mean? I can't believe they would ignore me like this. It's so rude. You were playing with them before, right, Ein? Play's a strong word. Yeah. Did they say anything to you? Just the usual sexist, racist BS, and how one of them should honestly not be in the house with his parents because there's a lot of freaking domestic abuse going on at his house. Actually, they found out you're moving, or it's better if you ask them yourself. I mean, honestly, it's better if you ask them yourself. Communication's key. But I don't like these kids. I'm going to ruin it for them. They found out you're moving. Oh, no. Sucks to suck, loser. You told Malika about how Van and Vent discovered she was moving away. I bet you anything she would have demanded that we tell her, even if we said it's better you talk to him yourself. So that's why they're acting this way? This is all my fault. No, it's your parents, but I don't really care. Actually, I guess it is kind of your fault. You didn't tell them. Yeah, you do suck. I'm sorry, Ein. You must have been surprised, too. I don't really care. Me and Pa are merchants, so we moved to new and different places. Oh, I said me and Pa. It's Ma and Pa are merchants. So we moved to new and different places all the time. I was like, oh, it's cute. She thinks she's a merchant just like her dad. And it's like, no, it's Ma and Pa. But it looks like business has gotten bad. So we had to move to try and save it. That's... okay. Do they run the general store? Wait, is your dad Miguel? Your dad's Miguel, isn't it? I heard that the mayor wanted to run Miguel out of town. Sounds about right. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Bye. That's what they said. If the business goes under, then we'll be in big trouble. Yeah, it's not like you guys can start a farm. Yeah, it's not like, I don't know. You could just be a part of the infrastructure for a small village by doing the tasks that need done that aren't being done by other members. Yeah, you can't be doing that. Honestly, I wouldn't move at all if I could help it. I mean, I can understand that. Most kids don't like being thrown around to their parents' whimsies. You talk to any, like, teenager to young adult to any adult that was constantly moved around by their parents because of work or whatever, and they despise their parents for it. Justifiably, usually. But that would be really selfish of me to say. My parents would be so sad. I mean, like, Malika, to be real for a second, you're like, what, 7? You're allowed to be selfish. You're allowed to not be okay with what's going on. Heck, most adults would be pissed with the scenario. Doesn't mean your parents will fully, like, stop what they're doing. If it's outright necessary for, like, them to survive, like they need this business going just so they can live, it's their only form of income, they're still gonna have to do it just so they can take care of you and themselves. You're allowed to be fucking upset. I've been looking for the right time to talk to Van and Vet ever since I found out we were moving, but yeah, you kind of suck at timing. So do they. It's fine. I could never find it. The right time never came. And now, dude, there's never a right time to have an annoying conversation, yo. There's wrong times. There's never a right time. Just gotta go for it when it's not the wrong time, yo. You gotta talk to him. Yeah, I know. Oh, I need to talk to them today. Can't keep avoiding it anymore. Hein, will you help me? No, screw you. What am I supposed to do? Just stand there while you're talking to him? I mean, I would do that for people. I would. I've done that for people, be it emotional, like, support in the room while someone had a difficult conversation. I've done that sort of stuff. I just don't want to do it for you because I don't like you. Thank you. Okay, first things first. We have to go and find them. They ignored me and ran off earlier, so we need to figure out where they went. Probably someplace with monsters, knowing them. I'll be waiting at Leith Village when you're ready. Don't take too long, okay? No, I'm gonna go do other stuff. Like, I led with the fact that I was busy. And, you seem not to care, so just because you're busy and you have a, like, time limit on how busy you are, I don't see why I should care, you know? Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I always forget she says something. Always do. Okay. I feel like, actually, considering it's been weeks to nearing a month since I last played this, I need to figure out what I need to be doing with the farm. And I think I need some seeds of something or other. Got stellar wheat, grass lettuce, grass, and dress lettuce. How are we doing on the stupid tasks for the Amazon wish list for the OnlyFans fairy? Let's see here. Grab that. Stellar wheat, dress lettuce. Carrots and grass. Those more uni onions. Okay, yeah, we have a decent amount of, money? Yeah, I got a decent amount. Anyways, I wanted to say something. Just like last time I took a break from the game, edited all the videos, and came back to it, I kind of had a bit of an epiphany about what's exactly possibly going on with the writing in this game. So my fiance's been starting school again, and in the US, college is a scam. It just is. But part of the scam, besides overcharging for everything in college, is demanding you, let's just grab however many of these. Yeah, sure, who cares? I have a 1-day turnover. But part of the scam is demanding you take prerequisites that are arguably stuff you covered in high school. So technically, the fact that you have a high school equivalent in the US should mean you shouldn't have to take these prerequisites, but once more, scam. Anyways, she's taking an English class, which is completely unrelated to her degree. And she's had me like proofread and help edit her essays down into a more manageable, understandable who's it, what's it, and what's it, who's it. If that makes sense. And after doing that enough, I'm starting to see a weird similarity between like my fiance's writing, which is very just skeletal in structure when it comes to essays, and this game's writing. And it's quite literally, it's coming down to the point where I don't think they had a proper editor at some vital point during this game. And I think that's actually the issue. Like, I don't know if it was on the Japanese end of this game or if it was on the translation end. But at some point during this game's development and writing, I don't think they properly got an editor to go over what the dialogue was and fine-tune it so that it felt natural. And honestly, that's just what it feels like. Everything that's written feels unnatural. It feels very... that's the wrong button. Oh, well. Trying to remember controls. There we go. That's the attack button. That's the hit the button until they're dead button. Okay. Not R1 or R2 or whatever from Dark Souls, but it'll have to do. Anyways, like, that's what all the dialogue is starting to feel like. It's just very unnatural. We wanted to say this stuff for this cutscene, so that's what was said during the cutscene, as opposed to, this is the stuff we wanted to say, but let's mix it up so it fits the characters and matches the setting and what's happening, kind of thing.
That thing is terrifying. Curiosity, the death of us.
In an earlier episode, I went over the horrible writing for the cutscenes that happened in episode 10. Especially like Cress's input that episode, which makes zero sense all around. Because the priests weren't gone, and that was the piece of info she had to give. But I gave like an edited version of that specific cutscene to make it flow naturally. And that's what I'm talking about. It feels like every aspect of this game when it came to dialogue and writing just wasn't that. It was never meant to flow naturally or feel natural. It just feels like the rough draft or vomit draft of what the heck they wanted to talk about. And once more, I don't know if this was done on the Japanese side or during translation. But ultimately, it doesn't matter which side it happened on, because this is something that a AAA dev should have ironed out immediately. There's no reason to have very unnatural, like, stilted dialogue in a game, as well as a genre that is known for its dialogue and character building and world building. JRPGs are known for world building and expansive, annoying dialogue, actually. Like, usually there's a bit too much. The fact that they didn't properly edit the stuff is an issue, and that's what I'm saying. But I also had another thought on top of everything. Zombie mushroom? Okay, sure, why not? Oh, excuse me, excuse me. Grab that. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Yep, I'm just gonna pop one of those and yep, we're good. Seriously. So unthreatening. Anyways, the other epiphany I had about the game was the dialogue options. I don't know once more at what point during development this happened, but I think the dialogue options are in the wrong spaces. And what I mean by that is during editing, obviously I choose one dialogue option. I'm specifically remembering when we were introduced to the Playboy that's in the port town as he was flirting with the flower girl. We asked about the device he was making, and instead it asked as if we're asking him to introduce himself, which was the other dialogue option. And that's what I mean. I'm pretty certain the dialogue boxes may not properly represent. Okay, cool. I don't think we ever found that kid. Huh. That sucks. Yeah, why not? Let's move forward. But I feel like that happens in some cutscenes. Not all, but enough. Okay, I could travel through the forest on the world map. Okay, cool. Cool. Once more, I don't think we ever found that kid. Probably just got eaten by monsters. Good stuff. That's what I always wanted. That is kind of weird, though. I'm pretty certain I did explore everywhere. Obviously, I can't get past this, but I need bombs. Oh, well. Here's what it is. Unless this is it. See something shining at the top of a tree. You can't tell what it is from here, but if you shake the tree, you might be able to get it down. Yeah, sure, why not? You sway the tree from side to side. But then, monsters fall out of the tree. It was the monster's eyes that you saw gleaming at the top of the tree. The monsters attack. Okay, yeah, sure, why not?
Let's get this over with.
But yeah, that's just another aspect. I'm pretty certain that's what's happening. That they didn't properly program the dialogue boxes.
I let my guard down.
And I'm going to assume that's actually an issue on the Japanese end before translators got involved. Because I'm assuming the translators and localizers just got the game probably as close to one-to-one as they could in a coherent manner. Which means like those dialogue boxes probably are translated that way in Japanese, actually. That's just what the heck they are. Which is what's more insulting. It's kind of hard to play a role-playing game and partake in the role when you're supposed to be talking to people. And no matter what you say, it says something else every once in a while. It's insulting.
To lose here.
I mean, to be fair. Oh, is my partner finally dead? Good stuff. Good stuff. Finally some freaking peace and quiet, I swear. Gosh dang. Been a while since I've been able to explore without someone else just demanding the exploration be a part of what they're doing. Everything I'm doing in this game is like someone else saying like, yeah, but I want you to do this instead. And it's insufferable. It really is. Just insufferable. Okay.
Okay, now I'm mad. This is
Oh, she's back. Gosh dang it.
a little.
Forgot they came back. Okay, yeah, I don't think... Dude, do you seriously have to take up the entire area right there? That's bad enemy. Well, I suppose it's not bad enemy design. It's literally the point of you shouldn't walk past them because they'll block the way. That's not bad enemy design. That's just me being pressy. Oh, what's this one? There are some tree roots by the side of the road that look just right for sitting on. There are no monsters around. This looks like a good place to rest for a while. Nah. You leave without taking a break. Yeah, it's starting to get super late at night. I waste an hour doing that or whatever. Yeah, don't think it's gonna turn out well. No offense. Especially when I only have like an hour to get back to my house, because this game gives you a curfew. Which, hey, that happens a lot in farming games. Cool. But the issue is this isn't just a farming game. A JRPG that wants you to explore. Since it wants you to explore, it wants you to spend all your time away from home, so you can't easily go to sleep. Whatever. Ooh. I think we got 2 level ups from that. It's pretty nice. Got some decent money. Ooh. Fancy. You know, I should have probably bought a bunch of uni onions as well. I don't think I have any planted. I just sold some. Ah, well. It's what else. It's what else. Harvest all these. This out. Pop another berry in there. There's something really nice about farming games and just getting those massive yields all at once. Just all the crops aligning and all the stars and stuff aligning, and it's like, yeah, by the way, right now you're harvesting your whole field. It's like, oh yeah,
Some of the crops are ready for harvest.
that's the good. That is the good. Amount of money I'm freaking gonna get from this is completely and utterly worthless in the grander scheme of things. Yeah, I think majority of the money you're making is just useful for what? Trying to make more money. Yeah, and honestly, I think I'm curious how far in the game I can go with just berry juice. 'Cause that's about... Use you there? Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this not enough on the field for me to put my seeds down? I'm not allowed to put my seeds down from right here? Well, excuse me, princess. Gosh dang, me oh my. Yeah, I don't think I have any more seeds now. Oh, wait. think we got going on here? Killer wheat seeds. Okay, yeah, sure. Guess I just picked these up in the dungeon. And not gonna look gift horse in the mouth. Whatever. Go grab some more for town. But yeah, it's really odd from the fact that I'm seeing similarities of just editing a rough draft of an essay, or I wasn't editing it, but I was pointing out like you might want to just rephrase it along these lines, or here's where that doesn't sound natural. That bit isn't related to anything, kind of thing. I was pointing out and like helping edit my fiance's essay. And it's just really, really weird that I am seeing the same issue pop up in a game that is it's got too big of a budget for this. It really does. Like, I once more don't know if this was a separate studio that Square Enix published the game or what, but I am assuming Square Enix was at least partially involved with the development, with how a lot of the game's aspects are. And I'm mainly going to say because of the 4 crystals. The Seas Light or whatever that are related to the seasons. That is Final Fantasy to an effing T. Like how often they do that kind of stuff. Just, hey, here's 4 elemental crystals, and they're super important in the main MacGuffins that you need to be messing with. That's just Final Fantasy right there. Okay, let's put some uni onions. Still, calling them uni onions does not change anything, and there's really no reason for it, but whatever. Whatever. Makes the freaking writers happy, I guess. Apparently it makes a lot of, I don't know, people happy too. Because, yeah, game's got a 7 out of 10. Fuck, another bad, like, high fantasy farming game came out. And, one of the, subreddits I'm in, because I'm on, like, 3 social medias, and I use them all differently. Reddit, I'll actually post and be a part of the community. But that's because it's actually just, like, forums that are related to things I may actually care about. Like, game collecting and the like. And farming games. Twitter. I have one for the channel that I put occasional updates on. But, like, my main Twitter is actually just, like, a memo pad for stupid ideas I have. Like, I use Twitter like old people use Facebook posts. And Facebook scares me, so I don't really use it. I use it for, like, marketplace occasionally, as well as, like, just so my fiance can tag me in things related to relationship status stuff. Oh gosh. Anyways, I was on a subreddit and it was related to zombie mushroom. Used to fortify weapons. Okay. Wise man's root. Okay. Cool, cool. Hard lumber. Hard stone lumber. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just pop, I don't know, basically everything in here. Get all this stuff sorted. Anyways, I was on, like, a farming game subreddit or whatever. And a bad high fantasy farming game just came out. And people were asking like, so you gonna pick it up? What are your thoughts? Whatever, so on and so forth. And
Bye.
the bad game that came out was Farmagia. It's getting bad reviews. And I basically was like, I'm not gonna pick it up till it goes on sale, because yeah, the second I saw the character artwork, I knew it was kind of gonna be bad. Those of you that don't know, the artist for the characters and everything for Farmagia does anime/manga of several series where he draws the same characters as if it's like a smartphone games gotcha pull of that character.
Let's get this over.
So basically his pro tags in 3 different series now all look the same. Both his male and female pro tags look exactly the same, but just in different outfits, basically.
It was a good workout.
And, not gonna lie, kind of insulting that he kind of just sucks at character design. Because it's not just like his pro tags, his side characters are the same. He just keeps doing that. Sure, why not? Like, he'll just keep doing the same character designs in several different series that aren't supposed to be connected. That's the thing. It's not like, oh, here's a different universe of the same series. It's, no, this is a completely different thing, but here's the same character designs because this is all I know what to draw now. And I'm not willing to accept that as someone who partakes media, really. Okay, we finally found the kid. Cool enemy design right there. Yeah, let's get this going. Get this done this episode. Help! Mom? Dad? Did you run away from home? Stand back. Leave this to us. Aren't you supposed to be, like, saving the ecosystem? Can you kill that monster? Isn't it a part of it? That monster looks rare. Like it's a rare, like, fauna of the ecosystem. It's flora. Whatever. The plant monster. Okay.
Let's get this over with. Here I go.
Combat. So astounding. Wow, the music's so thrilling too. Combat. Woo. Target elimination confirmed. The child is also confirmed safe. Okay. Wow, you're so strong. Thank you. Why did you go further into the forest, knowing that it's dangerous? I thought I'd advised you. No, strongly warned you not to. Dude, I already told you he's stupid. Because? Yeah, he doesn't have a reason. He's dumb. Did you not take my warning seriously? Isn't it easy to see that the forest would be dangerous for a defenseless child like you to go all by yourself? There needs to be commas or periods in that sentence, man. That is too much to just say all at once. I love how this kid probably ran away from home because he was scolded or something. And now he went to the forest. And he's getting scolded in the forest. I'm sorry. Are you? Are you, kid? I don't think you are. And what you said earlier was inscrutable. Why did you refuse to go back to your parents? It is extremely difficult for a child to survive without a parent's protection. Are his parents dead? Is he a JRPG pro tag? Staying here would be highly illogical. Because? Oh, he's crying. You ask too many questions at once. Or how's he supposed to answer like that? You ask too many questions at once. I will leave it to you then, Abel. Racist. You would know how to talk to your own kind. Dude, if you constantly talk non-stop back to back, How is someone else supposed to have a conversation with you? I think you're just a D-bag and you're not willing to admit it. Like, let someone get a word in edgewise. Why don't you want to go home? Because mommy and daddy are never home. Okay. So they're not dead. So you aren't a JRPG protag, which means you can't fight monsters and you can't explore dungeons. So what are you doing here? You're always, quote unquote, working. Now I'm always left all on my own. Well, yeah. Yeah, actually. Why don't you play with the other kids then? You don't see Van or Vent or whatever, or Malika upset that their parents are working. Heck, I'm pretty certain one of them's happy that their parents aren't home because they constantly hate each other. What was with that frickin' quest where we just found out, like, his parents legit are just in a domestic abuse situation? And it was, like, played for laughs. One of the kids' parents in town just are abusive to one another. Seriously. I eat on my own, sleep on my own. Other kids don't have to do that. Cool. Cool. Why don't you go to school or something? Is there school in this universe? Your parents work so they can provide a stable environment for you. Okay, like, dude, you said you wanted me to talk to the kid. You don't need to be talking. Because even though I hate this game's writing, this is an effed up scenario and this is neglect. The kid is being abused. You don't need to actually normalize it. You honestly don't. This is actual abuse to the kid. No, they don't. They hate me. They leave me on my own because they don't love me anymore. Wait for this dude to say wrong conclusion. You came to the wrong conclusion. Dude, you don't know that. There are a lot of scenarios where what the kid just described is true. And you should not completely ignore the fact that the child is feeling that way. Like, I know I play up that I don't like these kids or whatever in this game. I don't like the writing in this game. Almost every single character is insufferable. But Malika, at the start of this episode, feeling like she can't be selfish in saying she doesn't want to move, is showcasing a larger issue that she feels like she can't voice how she feels to her parents. Van and Vent, or whatever, one of them lives with parents that are constantly arguing and yelling at each other and refuse to even admit when one admits they're wrong that it's okay. Like, one of those kids' parents hate each other. This kid is saying he is neglected and abandoned at home nearly 24/7. Yet we're supposed to say, it's not actually like that. Your parents do care for you. They just neglect and abandon you at home 24/7 because they need to work. No, this is a wrong situation. This is actually not okay. And honestly, it's the closest we're getting to proper world building. Because as we already know with every NPC we've talked to, they're all insufferable, like, dickbags. So the parents being cruel to the kids, which is what the heck we're seeing, as well as what the heck we're seeing them being cruel to one another, is some of the best world building. Because it's showcasing behind the scenes, they are just mean people. What do you mean? Like, I am upset that we're actually not diving into the fact that this kid's parents are abandoning him and just abusing him technically. Not even technically, this is just abuse. Don't add the technically bit. That makes it seem like this isn't a very obvious form of abuse. It is said that just as much as a child depends on their parents, parents must depend on them too. Dude, he just said his parents never come back home. It is improbable that your parents would leave you on your own without reason. Dude, you have a very narrow view on how human psychology works. Some people shouldn't be parents at the end of the day. First, you should ask them for their reasoning and understand the basis for their actions. I don't know what all those big words mean. He's saying you should talk to him. I don't have the heart in me to say you should argue with them. Like, legit, you should talk to him. I presume that the problem here is a lack of communication. No, should be pretty obvious not to abandon and neglect your child. Like, I am tired of this specific scenario in media, and I was going to bring it up earlier after the cutscene with Malika, because I remembered it. It's getting around Christmas time when I'm recording this, so there's a lot of Christmas movies, which follow certain tropes. Why do you want to send me home so much, even though you spent all that time playing with me? I was not playing with you, I was only protecting you. Yeah, kid, you're a hassle, but do you hate me too? Not about liking you or hating you. I am trying to restore order and put things the way they should be. I am not meant to be your protector. We have our own role to play, and my own mission to complete. I'll talk about it after this cutscene and end of the episode there. Actually, nah. We'll end the episode after the cutscene and continue the two conversations next episode. You're getting in the way of that mission. Fine, then. I'll go back. Can I leave him with you? Yeah, I'll take him. Because honestly, you're kind of a D-bag, you know that? You have my thanks. Like, honestly, this kid's the only one acting naturally for a kid. Like, like he's acting just like a proper child in this scenario. It's just the issue is this scenario has monsters and stuff in the forest. So yeah. But the kid being neglected and abandoned and rationally not being okay with that is not him being a D-bag. It really isn't. Ah, well. We're going to call the episode here. It's a bit long, but hey, first episode of recording session. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. And until then, ciao.